Hello, it's Ralph here from What's in My Kitchen, and today is no different. Every time I'm here in the kitchen we have to do something. So today we're going to make some muffins, and the muffins we're making are not by a recipe. As you can probably appreciate, I've gone through the fridge and the cabinets and found some leftover ingredients. So we have today some Toblerone, which I've chopped up, some white chocolate pieces, some cranberries. I did have 3 strawberries, so there's 3 strawberries chopped up in small pieces. I have some butter, unsalted, and I guess that's probably 200 grams. We have some self-raising flour, a bit of baking powder. I don't know if we're going to use all these ingredients, but we're certainly going to aim to use most of them. The oven is on 180 degrees, so let's go! Okay, so we're putting the flour in. I'm using just some self-raising flour. As I said before, no recipe, no guidance. It's just we're going to aim to make 12 muffins. 12 muffins with a distinct one-off type of texture and probably not to be repeated. So there's a little bit of flour. We're going to also include a little bit of baking flour because you remember the baking flour will actually help the muffins rise, and if we want that nice texture, fluffy texture, that's what you put in. I always like to melt my butter in the microwave, almost melt, not hot, just cool. So it's going in on 50% for about 3 minutes. So there's 3 minutes on 50%. That should make our butter reasonably soft, maybe even melted in places. Okay, we have an ingredient that I haven't mentioned yet: eggs. So we have some eggs in here and milk, and it looks like the little bit of milk that's left is what we're going to be using. Remember, I did say it's leftovers. So looking at this now, I have a feeling I need some more flour. When we make muffins, we want the muffin mix just level with the tin, because once they rise, we want that big hat on these muffins. Okay, so we've just taken the butter out of the microwave, and I'm just going to grease my patty tins here. I don't really know why they're called patty tins, but that's what they are. And the reason why, I know you're thinking, oh, it's already a anti-stick tin, but it's true, but this anti-bake tin works best when you grease it, and it gives that muffin a nice smoother finish on that bottoms, and we all like smooth bottoms, right? Okay, so we're almost at the end of our greasing process. Doesn't take a lot. Okay, done. Now walking back over here, this is a Kenwood Chef. I know you're thinking it's very old, and it's actually ancient, but I'm using the K mixer for this. And in goes the butter, no reservations. In go all the ingredients. And this is a good thing about muffins. It's like a dumping ground for leftovers. And guess what, at the end, it's a lucky dip when you bite into a muffin to see what you get. And I almost always like a little bit of fresh fruit or something in my muffin. Because we're not having anything to do with chocolate, I'm actually adding a little bit of vanilla. And the vanilla hopefully will give it a little bit of vanilla-y taste, ironically. Eggs. I don't like a lot of egg in my muffin personally. So if you're using large eggs, I'll probably only go with one. But these are sort of like small to medium eggs. So I'm actually putting in two. The eggs also give it a bit of binding, add binding qualities, which helps the muffin stick. Now, I will need some milk, and how much milk do we need? Well, that is determined by the consistency. So, let's go. I have realised while I'm mixing this, and it's always good to sample the mix, I forgot the sugar. Now, I'm sure this happens to a lot of people. You know, you get involved and you're doing things and suddenly you realise, oh, shiver me timbers. Now, how much sugar did I put in? I don't know. As much sugar as you like, unless you're a diabetic. Okay, let's do this again. And good, so we've just finished. We've got a bit of sugar in here. It tastes good. And we're going to be now ready to put that into our tins. Or tin, singular. I'll put the K beater down so we don't drip and make a mess. We'll walk over here, illuminate the working area, and here we go. There should be enough for 12. That's how we want to fill it, about that level. And the other reason why I like to fill it to the level is that way I can tell if it's come up. Yeah, if we end up with too much batter or muffin mix, we can make a little cake. Okay, so I've now put all my mix in the tin and we're about to put it in the oven. So we'll put it in very quickly, 180 degrees, and we'll come back in a few minutes to see how they're going. Okay, so we're coming back and you can see that these muffins are already starting to rise. Now, have a look down the bottom. That was a leftover muffin mix, just enough for one little individual unit. So we'll come back in a few more minutes. Okay, we've got close to 15 minutes now, and as you can see, they're nice and full. We're just waiting for a little bit more browning. The bottom one is a bit more brown, and I reckon 3 more minutes should do it. Now, here they are. So I better put these down because the tin's still hot. And we'll come back in just a minute to sample it. That should be interesting. Yeah, so now we have one muffin that's just come out. I'm going to sample it with you now. Well, I'm sampling it and I will be tasting it. So we can see good texture. Looks like we missed out on a couple of chocolate chunks here. I'll go again. Very fluffy, very fluffy. So let's go and have a look. Whoops, and crummy. Just like on the TV shows. Actually, it is quite nice. Personally, I think a little bit more sugar. Personally, I'm a sweet guy, as you all know. That's nice. Toblerone chunk that just then. Actually very nice. That gives me an idea. Maybe next time what we'll do is make Toblerone muffins. Has a very nice taste to it. When you hit that chocolate, that bit of nougat, I've just got it, it's good. Now, there's a little bit of, I don't know what that is, strawberry or something, chocolate chunk. That Toblerone is really nice. And I always say, every good muffin deserves a good cappuccino, extra head. Until next time, bye out of my kitchen. You know, as the butter is melting in the fridge, sorry, I'll rephrase it. As the butter is melting in the oven, once it comes out, I'm going to use my brush to do this. You better cut that bit out.